Well, long before George W. Bush became the president, he was a baseball owner and a huge fan. He held the first T-ball game at the White House in 2001, and on Wednesday, for the first time, the president invited young girls to play softball on the South Lawn. I got to do the play-by-play for the event, and these young kids got to have some big league fun. And before the game, I had a chance to speak to the president, not about politics or the war, but about his love of baseball and his efforts to get Americans to be more active.
Yeah, I'm a baseball supporter, but I'm also an exercise guy. You know, I believe strongly in exercise, and today we're going to have some girls' teams. I'm a big backer of women's athletics.
Talk about girls and sports, and we just celebrated the 35th anniversary of Title IX.
That's right.
A lot of people are excited about the progress that women's athletics has made, and then some people feel, you know what, that there's a long way to go. How do you feel about it?
I feel there's more work to be done. I think the progress, though, has been startling. From the days when there were hardly any women's teams. And, you know, I think the more that we can expand to Title IX and really include more people in athletics, male and female, the better off the country is. I've been a big backer of Title IX. I would defend it as something that's worked well.
I know you're a big believer in this battle against obesity.
Yeah.
This is going to be such a strain in years to come on our healthcare system, our businesses, with kids. What can the government do, or how much responsibility is there really just for the family?
Yeah, I think, first of all, it starts with families. But I think the government can do a couple of things. One, set examples. I mean, I exercise a lot. I exercise a lot because it's good for my mind and good for my soul. But I hope I set a good example that to others, that exercise is good for you. I also think, since we spend a lot of money on food in the education system, that we ought to insist upon better food. In other words, a lot of the dietary problems are just, obviously what people eat. And so it's not just a lack of exercise. It's our obesity problem. So not just a lack of exercise, but bad diet.
You keep talking about your own exercise regimen. You're huge. You have these monster bike rides on the weekends, right?
Well, for an old guy, I guess they're monstrous. But I wisely have convinced a bunch of youngsters here in the White House and around Washington to ride with me. I've always found that if you play up, you get better.
There you go.
But I love exercise.
Now, see, you've got a big job, or you're a fairly busy guy, right? But a lot of adults complain that they're so busy, I don't have time to exercise.
I don't buy that.
Yeah?
I don't buy it. I think that you set priorities in life, and if exercise is one of your priorities, you'll figure out time to do it. Sitting down at big lunch may be somebody's priority. It's not all that hard to shift that priority to exercising at lunch. It starts with the individual making up their mind whether or not they want to exercise. And you exercise.
Yes, I do.
Have you made it a priority?
I'm a big believer. I have.
Are you a mother?
So, yes.
Have you made that a priority?
And I got a job.
And you got a job. And so my point to you is there's three major occupations that you've been able to deal with.
It's for your mental, for your physical, and here you're going to be 61 next week.
Yes, thank you for
just
reminding
that reminder. Are you a person that looks back on your life philosophically? And are you that way about age?
Not really. I'm amazed at how young I feel. Because I do, when I look back, I say, man, 60 is old.
Yeah.
I can remember the day saying, golly, if I ever get to be 60, I'm ancient. And I feel great. And I think most 60-year-olders feel really good, particularly those who've taken care of their body and be careful about what they put in their body. I've got too much to worry about as president to be spending a lot of time reminiscing.
What are you proudest of, though?
I'm proudest of being a dad whose daughters love their father. Look, I put our girls in a tough situation, and I'm real proud of them. And I'm proud they're becoming contributors to better the world. Jenna's just written a book, and it really made me proud. Barbara went to South Africa to help on the HIV/AIDS pandemic down there. That's what I'm most proud of. Proud of my girls.
He has such a soft spot for little girls. He was amazing with these kids yesterday, and it was 1,000 degrees, this long event. He had a great time. Right. So afterwards, all these people are in line to take pictures. We're at the very end, the last people. It's been a long day. Grabs my 3 daughters, takes them into the Oval Office. And they hang out for like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Chatting, telling stories, looking at all the pictures behind his desk.
Calling Condi Rice.
Yeah,
Come on over.
He's like answering their questions. My kindergartner's like, how many floors are there in the White House? And he's like, let me see, and the other daughter said, is being president fun? And he said, sometimes.
Sometimes
It's very, very hard.
What an experience for you and your kids.
It was amazing.